Hello, Native American Bully Clan and Rhode Island Homegrown Pups. Here is Animosh with her babies. 3 little babies. A little boy, the white one, and the other 2 look like the mommy. And there's a little girl and a little boy. So 2 boys and 1 little girl. And they're just precious. Oh my God, and she's such a good mommy. Such a good mommy. The first 3 nights I brought her home, and they slept in bed with me because I had to help her know, when you have a C-section, you wake up and here's these 3 little babies, and you're a new mom. She never been a mom. She didn't really know where they came from, but they bonded in bed with me. Every time I woke up in the morning, it's body heat they go for, and they'd be all snuggled up next to me, and she'd be snuggled the other direction, making a circle, and they stayed nice and safe in that little circle between us. And, oh my God, they come out strong. They come out, I can't believe the difference of the strength and muscle in these babies compared to the little Shih Tzus and Shishans I breed. They just come out with muscles, and they can reach that high nipple and hold themselves right up there, and they're just the strength in their neck. You try to put them on a nipple and they fight you, and they got the strength to do what they want. They are not. They hold their head as soon as they're born, and they're beautiful. Oh my God, they're beautiful. They're just precious. Beautiful, beautiful babies. Look at them, they're just beautiful. They're beautiful. I think he's the big boy. Got a little collar on his butt. And then, it changes too. I've had them where one's a big boy and then they aren't. So this is probably the other male. And he's a big boy too. Got big shoulders and big thick neck. And I guess that's probably the little girl. And as you can see, she just loves them. She's such a good mommy. Look at the difference in the males and the little girl. She got Animosh's built though. She's got those big shoulders and big neck, and she's got muscle already. She's gonna be muscular like her mama. Animosh is no slouch. She's clean and beautiful, and got those pretty cat feet, which I hope they have. I've been looking, and they are, so far, they are pretty feet. I like pretty feet on the bullies. I like those big splayed, wide feet. But, oh my God, they're gorgeous. Look at the coloring. Look at the markings. These are Animosh's babies. My goodness. They look just like I love when they have the little black mask around their eyes with the fawn. Oh, they're just gorgeous. They have 3 colors, little dark brown on the sides of the face like Animosh has. They look just like her. She's a good mommy. She's a good mommy. I've been free feeding her puppy food. I use a good for health puppy food. I've always used it. It's great little puppy food. But also I give her 1 good meal a day because I make food. I have my own recipe and I make food for the dogs. So I free feed her just so she can eat all day if she wants. And then I give her big vegetables, rice, omega oils, eggs, cottage cheese, and beef kidneys. We have venison right now because hunting season, so I've been putting venison in it too. And the protein is, so necessary for them. Look at her. She's such a good mama. It was iffy. I was so scared because the vet said I tube fed them. She may not know they're hers, she may not recognize them, and she might even eat them. So, that's why I kept him in bed with me, because the vet scared me. But, she has to tell me how it is, and having never delivered this breed, I believe her. She's the expert. She did a fabulous job over there at Valley Vet. I'll give them a prop. So I brought them home, and Animosh didn't really want anything to do with them, and she's spoiled. She sleeps with me, so she wanted to sleep with me. So I said, and I put the babies in the playpen that they're in now with her, and she stayed in bed with me, and the babies were in the playpen. So I said, oh, man, all right. Put them in the bed 3 nights. After the 3rd night, they were bonded. She was just like she is now. She was bonded with them. I said, okay, I'm going to put them in the playpen and see how it goes. So I did. I put them down in the playpen, and she immediately jumped down, got in the playpen, and she's been here ever since. They were born Wednesday, and here it is Sunday, and she's in the playpen now, and I leave the door open for her so she can go in and out if she wants to. But she doesn't leave this side, and when she goes outside, it is brief. It is out, bathroom, and right back in. She doesn't want to be away from him. She's a good super mom. She don't mess around. And I don't really allow anybody in here. Hey, the grandkids and everybody wants to see them, but, later. They'll be here. I'm not going to do anything to make her nervous or, upset her routine. She's, oh my goodness, I couldn't, I feel so good. I just feel so good that she bonded with these babies, and she really is a good mommy. And, 3, we didn't lose any. It was just 3. And I'm glad. I'm glad because for her first litter, this is what she can, I think, handle. Because she is spoiled. She is my brat. And, sometimes when they're spoiled and brat, they don't want babies. They want to be the baby. But not Animosh. She took, after that 3rd night, they were hers. And I'd say the 2nd night. The 3rd night was just a precaution for me. And last night, I didn't even stay in my bed. I stayed out on the couch because I wanted to make sure if I wasn't here, I need to, leave the house at some point. And I'm feeling housebound. I need to get out. So I tried it out last night, stayed on the couch, and kept peeking in, and she was fine without me here. She didn't have separation anxiety. She was just perfectly laid back with her babies. So, she's on an antibiotic, but that's it. The antibiotic, and she seems, everything else is fine. She's doing good. The incision looks great. Puppies are beautiful and healthy, and oh my God, they can get all the nutrition they need. They don't have to fight for it. There's not 8, 9, 10 puppies here. They just can eat and get healthy, and she can learn how to be a mommy. And, oh, they're so beautiful. So the sire gets 2nd pick, and I'll probably keep the little girl. And I don't know, I might keep whatever male he doesn't pick. And, truthfully, either one of them is fine with me. I love the white one because I have a lot of the fawn. And though he's beautiful, he's equally beautiful. And I don't know, my first pit was a white one. He had just one black eye. I loved him. But he really was a staffy. I don't know why I'm saying pit, but my first staffy was white. I bought him in Florida, and he was raised to hog hunt back in the day, talking about a long time ago. And, oh, was he rugged? Oh my God, today's standards, I tell you what, he'd take any champion out there. He was a built little guy. He came from a good bloodline. Beautiful. I tell you what, those good old boys down in the country in Florida, they know what they're doing. They knew what they were doing. They were breeding them for generations. And he was gorgeous. And he was my brat, too. He went everywhere with me. Like Animosh. Animosh comes with me every day. In the truck she goes. The only thing is she don't load up. I have to pick her up, put her up in the truck. We're mobile groomers. I retired. I mostly retired and just apprenticing my kids, and that's it. That's it. I have a few people that I am loyal to, and I go do their dogs, but they're people that took a puppy from me, and I said, I'll groom the puppy for life, and my mother's friends, they're elderly, and they really, are on a budget that they can't afford to pay anyone, so I'll go do them, and I like doing it. I like doing it. It keeps me fresh, and it's not always about the money, like my Shans and Shih Tzus. I always donate one puppy to a cancer victim. Look at that. That's a comfortable little healthy baby when they lay on their back like little bears. I love when they do that. I just love that. And that little twitch puppies have, that's another sign of a healthy puppy. When they do that twitch in their sleep. That's a sign of a good, healthy puppy. When you don't get those movements, you better worry. Look at him. Oh. Yep, there it goes. There's the little twitches. Healthy babies. Healthy babies. I don't know if everybody knows that, but that's a sign of a healthy puppy. Look at that. You couldn't ask for a better mommy, and she adores them. This is a chow hound. This is a chow hound. That's why he probably will be a big guy. He's got really wide shoulders and a thick neck, too. He's the chow hound. Came out the biggest, and I think he's going to stay with it. I love his little butt. Just his little butt. Looks blue. Just a little blue butt. Some blue back there in the generations. Animosh's mom. Was it her mom? Her mom was white. Yep, she's a phenom. She's a Dax Gotti puppy, female. She's got a great bloodline. Her Gotti line goes back, with every so often it's outcrossed with Razor's Edge, but she's a PR, and she goes. I got 7 generations of Gotti line. She is 4 times Romeo. 14 times Romeo, 14 times Romeo up top. 14 times. I had to keep counting it. I even, made a copy of the big long scroll that I have of her pedigree papers, and I highlighted because I couldn't believe how many times, Romeo was in there. And as we know, Romeo and Bobby produced Dax, and 14 times. That's why she got those big old shoulders and neck. She's just a beautiful dog. And personality, oh my God, you can't beat it. When you hear Ed Shepherd say how much he loved Dax, what a great, great personality he had, I understand that. She's sleeps with me. She's my best buddy. I kind of miss her right now, to tell you the truth. But I'm going to take Mimi. I'm going to take Aqua, my little peaceful, gentle dog. That's Big Country's daughter. And I'm going to take her out with me for the day. And I'm going to work with her while Animosh is with her puppies, and it's perfect timing because she's just gonna round 6 months. Miyakwa, she's just turning 6 months. And that's when I really start laying on the training. I have already, taught her to heel and done some agility with her and, some stuff, but not really hard on her to, with the heeling and all that. Yes, I make sure they listen. But now I'll go into my real training at 6 months. I really start working with them every day. Every day I'll go out there and I'll start. I have a doggy treadmill, and I got that all set up for the winter because there's times we can't go out in the woods because there's too much snow, and then there's sharp branches underneath them that can spear them if they take a jump and land on them. So, it can be dangerous in the woods. So I stick to the beaches, and I use the treadmill, and I use the yard. We got a big piece of property. But I'll put him, if it's real cold out, then we'll stay in and do the treadmill. And I have a room exclusive. We put on an addition just for them. And I will show you. Actually, I'm going to do a film of Miyakwa starting on the treadmill. This will be her first time on the treadmill. So later today or tomorrow, we'll put her on it and see how that goes. She's a bit of a thickhead. She is sweet and gentle, but there's a side of her that is a little stubborn, and I don't know exactly how to say it. But she's so funny because she loves the little dogs, loves them, but she don't really know how to love them because she's so big. We're talking about Miyakwa, Mimi, and she'll come in, run in the room, jump up on the couch, and then she lays on them, and she's trying to hug them. Like, if you look at the video of her playing with the puppy, the little Shishan puppy, she loves them. And the grown-ups, she loves too, but she loves them hard. They run from her, and they yap at her, and, actually, I've been put in their cage. I have a door that opens like a flap so they can get in it and get away from her, because I can't tell if she's trying to aggravate them or trying to love them. And I go with love. I think she's really trying to just hug them and be with them. And the guys say, no, she's trying to she aggravates them all. No, I'm not buying that. I think she's trying to love them, but she's just so big, and they're afraid of getting hurt by her. So, they snap and yap at her, and I feel bad for her because she just still lays there trying to be next to them, and yeah. But I think this little puppy that be kind of being raised together, even though there's such a size difference, there's not a big age difference. There's like 6 weeks difference in the ages. I think they'll be good buddies. That's going to be her little pal. And of course, Shiveo, her and Shiveo, they hang out, but, he's a big guy, and they run. Oh, God, I watched them exercising in the snow this morning. I didn't even have to go out there and work with them. They get themselves a workout, just romping and playing. They've never seen snow. So puppies in their first time in the snow, I should have filmed it. It's so, I couldn't even get the little one in. The little puppy, the little Shishan, I couldn't even get her in. I had to go out and chase her and sit and let her come to me and get her in the house. And I don't want to keep her out there. She'd be full of those little snowballs. She got that long hair, and anybody that has them knows what I mean. They collect all those little snowballs on the bottom of them, and then they can cause knots in their fur. So I didn't want her staying out. But the bullies stayed out for a while because they have an enclosure that they can go into, and they have radiant heated floors, and yeah, I got a pretty good setup. We worked hard all summer on a setup, and, high five to my son, Thunder. He really, helped me out, helped me get it together, and Willie did too. Willie helped me. I had some good help. get the kennels in and get the pecs down and the cement poured, and yeah, it's quite a little setup. It's good. I don't keep them out there. I just like them to have it for when they are outside, if they're out during the day, because I don't like to keep them cooped up. And if I'm not home, I don't just let them run the house, because there's too many of them and they're house wreckers, you know. And Animosh gets to free roam because she's a brat. But Miyakwa and Cheveo, they have their big kennels inside the house in the addition. I don't keep them out in the kennels. During the day, I might keep them out, but I think they should be around people. That's my philosophy, is that, you know, they're only going to get smart and people-wise and loved if they're with people. You know, they have to have love, and they have to learn, and they learn from us. If you're throwing them out in a kennel, you know, it's cruel. It's just cruel. First of all, they're not being a companion, and that's what dogs want to be, is a man's companion. And secondly, how are they learning? So then you get this big dumb dog that doesn't know not to crap on your floor, and doesn't know how to act when it gets in the house and jumps all over the place, and then you think it's an idiot, and then you don't want it in, and, you know, it's just a vicious cycle. And, you know, God forbid if anything ever happened to me and they had to be placed, you know, who would take them acting so badly? You know, I like to raise a good dog. This Animosh right here, she heals on the dime. On the dime. She is by my left side, just walks like royalty. You know, when I took her to the vet for a C-section last week, they knew automatically that she was a show dog. They knew as soon as they looked at her. You know, the way she walked beside me, the, you know, way she behaved was just on the dime, right at my left side. So well behaved, and everywhere I take her, it's she's so beautiful. What a beautiful dog. So beautiful. And I have to agree. I say yes. Yes, she is. She is. But not only in looks and conformation is she beautiful, but her nature. Her nature is so beautiful. You know, I knew she'd be a good mommy. I knew it, because when she lost her last litter, because the vet wouldn't do a C-section and kept saying she could deliver, foolish. It was a singleton. It was, so you know, one puppy is big, first of all, and bullies, most don't deliver. So there's 2 strikes, and 3, when there's a singleton, they don't always get all the hormones they need to start labor. And that's exactly what happened. You know, just this big puppy was stuck. I got one gush of blood, rushed her there, and they said, no, she had to have a C-section. No shit. I set up for x-rays and C-section and kept begging her for a C-section. And she, you know, I don't know if we got into a power struggle. I tried submitting. I tried everything. I felt so helpless, and this is my girl. This is my baby. I felt so helpless that she sent me home, and it was a weekend, and I knew I was at day 58 then, and I was a nervous wreck, and everything I thought was going to happen did happen, and the vet didn't have a clue. So then I was given some good advice by a bully handler, the sire's dad, that, you know, what a great guy, and he knows a lot more than I do about the C-section, who to go to for the C-section, and he steered me in the right direction, and everything went great. Everything went, so I really am so thankful, Justin. Thank you. Thank you for that, Justin Warner. He's a great guy. What a nice young man. He's been up here a few times, and we just love him. He's our adopted guy. I adopt him. He calls me Nana. I love that. I love all my young people. All my young. We have barbecues in the summer, and yeah, we're a big family. That's the way I like it. Nice big family barbecues. Go down to the res and go swimming at the pond. I love it at the res too. You know, it's just a piece of heaven. It's. Oh my God, there's just no place like the pond. I raise my kids up there, and I bring my grandkids too. And of course, Animosh comes because there's woods. You know, it's not like you're at a beach and she can't get out of the sun. It's in the middle. It's down in a dirt road in the middle of the woods. It's on the res. And it's beautiful. And get to see, you know, you never know what people of yours are going to come there. You know, Spears is a big family, so, you know, every time you're there, your family's going to come. And everybody barbecues down there and shares, and we eat, and the grandkids and the cousins all get to know each other, and first, second, third cousin, everybody gets to know each other. You know, that's where it's a good meet-up spot. And it's not planned, you know, it's just who shows up for that day, but inevitably it's going to be family. It's going to be somebody. And going to have a great time. Outside is not allowed unless they're brought by somebody else, which keeps it beautiful. Keeps it exclusive, you know. This is the babies. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna just... She's tired. She's tired. It's a big job taking care of babies. She's tired. Took a lot out of her. She's snoring. Okay, signing off. Love you. Pray for everyone out there in need. Pray for our soldiers. Oh man, pray for our boys coming back with post-traumatic stress disorder. You know, I just read the stats on that, and the government, they just let them down. You know, the father of my grandson just passed away, and it's sad. It's so sad. I just can't get my head around it. I just can't get my head around it. You know, he is so valuable and so needed in this world. And it so mattered. It so mattered. He mattered. I love you, Brandon. Peace.